Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Executing My Ex's Ministries Transparent Transformational Tuesday with your host, which is myself, Ashley D. Listen, I know you never thought you would see me sitting here on a Tuesday. However, I am filling in for your normal host, Alexis K, so she can spend some well-needed time with her family this week. So I only hope that I can, add up to what she do for y'all on Tuesdays. So listen, why have your attention? I just want to give you a few words of encouragement on this beautiful Tuesday morning. So as I was thinking about what to talk to you all about this week, I realized that the majority of us cannot catch a break. And although it's still like the beginning of the year, a lot of us are tired, worn out, beat down, and it just seems like we have no energy to do anything. Why? Because we just have a lot going on. A lot of us wear several hats. Some of us are parents. Some of us are employees, CEOs, business owners, ministry leaders. We wear several hats, and we are we're just trying to make sure everything gets handled. And no matter how much we plan, no matter how much we put things on a calendar, try to appropriate time for everything to make sure all of our responsibilities are taken care of, it just seems like we cannot catch a break. Why? Because a new issue or a new problem arises. If we're honest. Now let's break it down in detail. Let's bring it on home. Those of you who are parents, you got your kids, you trying to take care of your kids, make sure, they have everything that they need. Some of them are outgrowing their clothes real fast, so you constantly going to the store to buy them new clothes, new shoes. Some of you are spouses, you trying to make sure your spouse is okay and make sure you won't kill each other because of all the things y'all got going on. Some of you are caregivers. You're trying to make sure you take care of your parents as they get older. They have new issues and medical problems going on. But in the process of you taking care of them, you find out that you got new medical issues arising where you try to take care of yourself. Some of you are teachers trying to make sure your students are taught. Some of you are students trying to make sure your homework is done. Some of you are trying to get out of debt. You trying to save money. Some of you are trying to buy houses. Some of you are ministry leaders trying to keep your ministry afloat. It just seems like no matter what you do, it's just overwhelming. You can't catch a break. You get fed up. I wore this t-shirt just for y'all. You get fed up. You ready to throw in the towel. You are upset. You're vulnerable. You're a little snappy with your friends and your family. It's just people calling you, asking you for money. But you still trying to take care of your bills. Seem like everything going up. Gas going up. Electric going up. Water going up. Food going up. It just seems like no matter where you turn, no matter how much you plan, you just cannot catch a break. But I want to encourage you and say you gonna make it. We all gonna make it. I promise you, we are going to make it with the help of the Lord. So, although you may cry, #April showers, when it rains, it pours. Even though you may cry, even though you may break down, sometimes things get so overwhelming. We break down and cry. We ball up in the corner, have our moments. Some of us will just like not answer any phone calls, text messages. Sometimes we go into this whole secluded space where we just don't want to be bothered because it just seems like we can't breathe. Sometimes we may want to talk to somebody about it, those that are close to us, but we feel like they don't have the capacity to even listen because they going through themselves. And if we honest, if they were to confide in us about what they're going through, we don't have the capacities to be there for them either. So it just seems like everybody going through. Everybody got problems, everybody got issues, and it will cause you to break down and lose it. It will. Like, if you're anything like me, I have anxiety. Like, I have anxiety, not real bad, but there are moments where my anxiety just builds up. And I just want you to know, like, even last night when I got home late, I felt my anxiety build up because I realized, and I had to remember, I had so much stuff that I had to do. Like, I have so much I have to do this week, and I began to feel my anxiety arise. And then as soon as I pulled up in front of my house and parked my car, the first thing I did was turn my radio down, cut my car off, and I had to pray and say, Lord, you gonna have to help me. God, give me the strength, the resources, give me everything I need in order to get everything I need to get done this week, as well as just make it through life, period. If you done it before, you could do it again. If you brought me out before, you could bring me out again. So I want to encourage you today that despite the fact that you cannot catch a break sometimes with all of the things that you're responsible for, you will make it. You will overcome it with the help of the Lord. Sometimes we got to give God control for him to deliver. Sometimes we got to give him control. We often say, Jesus, take the wheel, please. But do we ever give him the wheel? Sometimes we still got our hands on the steering wheel, still trying to stir, still trying to find answers and solutions to the problems that we are faced with. But sometimes we just need to give all of that up to God. We need to pray and say, Lord, I can't do it without you. So I'm trusting you to see me through this situation. You got to get to that point sometimes. Like, you got to. I promise you, when you do that, and sometimes some things come by fasting and praying. So you might want to do that too. Sometimes you just got to fast and pray. Turn your plate down. Turn your phone off. Spend some real intentional time with God. Get in his presence and say, Lord, I am not going to make this without you. I need your help. So, on this beautiful Tuesday, I just want you to know that even when you feel like you're overwhelmed and you feel like you can't catch a break, keep in mind that you can lean on the one who can take care of it all. You got to trust him. You got to sacrifice some things and say, Lord, I'm putting it all in your hands. Yes, you're going to cry. Yes, you're going to have your April showers. Yes, it's going to seem like it's going to get worse before it gets better. But I promise you, when you put your hands in God's hands, everything will turn around for your good. So on this beautiful Tuesday, I just want to encourage you. It's going to be all right. It's okay. If you need to cry, get it out. If you need to turn your phone off or put it on silent for a little while, get it out. Take some intentional time for yourself as well as spending it in his presence. You can't continue to pour out something that you don't have inside of you. You have to allow the Lord to replenish you when you're at your lowest. And not even at your lowest, you need to allow him to replenish you every day, all day, every day. Ration what goes in your ears and what comes into your spirit. Okay? So I hope something was said to encourage you on this beautiful Tuesday that When you begin to be transparent about how you feel and all the things that you got going on, and when you choose to put it in the master's hands, he will begin to transform it just for you. I love you with the love of Christ. Thank you for tuning in into Executing My Ex's Ministries, Transparent Transformational Tuesdays. God bless you. I love you. Bye. Have a good day.